You're listening to the new 91.5 WGLZ, West Liberty, West Virginia.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time.
Yes.
We are here. We are back by popular demand. The idea has started.
It's definitely started.
Yeah. This is something we've been talking about all summer, and now we finally have the awesome opportunity to do it. So we are going to take advantage of that. And so I figured tonight, since this is our first show, and oh, by the way, if you guys want to stream this, you can't. So anyone who's out there who has tried or wants to try streaming it, the streamer is down on the internet. Just some news before we even get started here. But that will be fixed by next week. Actually, be fixed by the end of the week. So definitely check in for the music and stuff too. So, but next week's segment we will certainly be streaming live. Also, we'll be recording this, so I think some people probably are going to miss it because we're not streaming live tonight. So we'll be putting the recordings up on Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that. So if you miss our show, you will have the opportunity to catch up, and then maybe if you watch one, it'll generate some interest, and maybe you'd like to come in and talk sometime. So that being said, the idea, the concept of this is honesty in pursuit of truth, okay? We're going to kind of sound like the X-Files, sort of like Agent Mulder here or something, but we're really just looking for answers. You know, we're not saying we have answers, but that we're looking for answers. You know, we might not even get them, but I think that nowadays people aren't talking real enough with each other and saying who they are and what they really feel. You know, so I feel like now this will be an outlet for anyone who's real out there, you know, and has ideas and is genuine to come in and talk about what they think about the world and stuff like that. So, again, the idea, the concept here is the pursuit of truth, okay? Not saying we have the answers, not saying you have the answers. Nobody knows right now. Hopefully we could get there. Probably not, because philosophers have been trying this since the dawn of time. But we're gonna take a swing at it. So
yeah, you never know.
You never know. I guess I'll go start with, I'm Tyler Rodgers, by the way.
Yeah,
Let's introduce who we are.
We should definitely introduce who we are.
Yeah, I'm T. Rodgers, as I might say, or Tyler Rodgers, and we got
DJBA.
Otherwise known as
Branden Anderson.
Yes, yeah, the infamous Tyler Rodgers and Branden Anderson are in the station tonight. So that's who we are. We already said what we're doing. I'm just going to kind of go over the flyer. I heard some people were kind of confused about what really this was about, so I'm just going to kind of go a little bit into depth of just the points that we're going to touch on. The flyer just kind of outlined some general ideas that we wanted to address, but of course it's not limited to just those things on there. It's really anything deep, you know, anything critically thought out or anything like that, you know, anything sincere, you know, is really, you know, what we're down to talk about. So, one of the things I had listed, as I would say, it's a ninja radio philosophical talk show. So, one of the bullet points, the first one, was metaphysics, which, if you don't know what metaphysics is, it's a typical questions might include, does life have meaning? Does God exist? How does one event cause another? What is essential? What is accidental in something's nature? What can we say exists? So that's kind of like the concept of metaphysics. I think we're going to start with that one tonight, but I'm just going to go through the rest of the things. Another one would be overview of ethics. We were going to touch into, you know, I think a lot of people already know what ethics is, but ethics and morality, you know, what's right and wrong. You know, we could go pretty into that.
We could even ask the question, is there a right and wrong?
Yeah, we'll ask that question too. So we're going to just address it all. This is all honest, you know, being real kind of talk. So we'll get touch into that. Another bullet that I put on the flyer would be epistemology, which typical questions would include, how is knowledge justified? What are the different sources of knowledge? What different kinds of knowledge are there? How can we know anything at all? So, just kind of crazy, out there, abstract kind of stuff, really. I don't actually have the flyer with me. What was the other things? Oh, science and nature was another I guess, topic. And really, I guess in that we might go into, do you believe things happen for a reason or not, kind of stuff, or just really the nature of the universe, or how there seems to be natural laws, that the universe has some kind of intelligence to it. Getting into stuff like that, just deep kind of stuff in that. And politics, of course.
Yes, politics.
We're going to get into that. In the flyer, I wanted to list some hot words and topics that are out right now. It's really anything political, guys. I mean, we're down for anything, that is on anyone's mind out there or on our mind. So I'm trying to remember all the things I said. Oh, yeah, globalization. We were going to, I guess we'll discuss, are we for it, against it, is it inevitable, kind of stuff like that. Multiculturalism, in the United States, that's a pretty hot topic right now. So we're going to talk about for, against, stuff like that. What else was there? Can you remember? I'm drawing a blank.
Of course, religion. You're talking about, the different kinds of religion. I think we're going to get more in depth, not just about the different kinds of religion, but maybe also the different beliefs. The different, and that kind of ties in with multiculturalism too, because different races have different religions, which have different beliefs and things. So I definitely think I definitely know religion's going to be a big topic.
Yeah, we'll be talking about that. Too. We're going to be very honest in our thinking. We're not trying to offend anybody out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're good, genuine people. You know what I mean? We're not Dr. Evil up in here trying to. Go crazy on
We're not trying to tee anybody off or anything.
We're seriously open to anyone. We really want people of different religions to come in. Mm-hmm. We want people of different ethnic backgrounds to come in. I know we have a lot of international students. We like to interview some of them as well about the world and things like that, what they believe and their perception of life and things like that. We also wanted to interview some teachers, here, school faculty, because they're experts on a lot of things, so I feel like that would be a very good source, if you will, not just a bunch of students saying stuff. I think that'll be good conversations going on there.
Yeah.
Multiculturalism. What else did I say in that? I can't remember right now. I wish I had that flyer. Actually, the flyer's right there.
There's a flyer over there.
Yeah.
I don't think I can see.
Oh, we were going to talk about the Middle East, the war in the Middle East. I guess just for it, against it. What do you think? Just anything on that particular topic. What else do we got? The healthcare, guys. Yeah, we were going to touch on that too. I wanted
Obamacare.
Yeah, Obamacare. I really wanted to say a lot of controversial sort of topics right now. Either generate interest whether you like it or not. So, for it, against it. What do you think? Stuff like that. Also, any conspiracy theories. We're not conspiracy theorists here, but we're open to any idea at all, as long as it's, reason, thought out and, makes sense and stuff like that. So, not just a bunch of nonsense, but something that kind of had some backbone, some spine to it.
Yeah.
What else we got there? Economics. Economics, just, I guess that kind of goes in with, globalization and,
the
economies and things like that. How do you feel about the economy? Probably the same that we all do. But I just want to put that on there because that's a hot word right now, the economy, economics. Yeah. And we got, political correctness was another one. You hear about that a lot, that political correctness, don't offend people and all that stuff. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm going to be pretty real with you. We're not politically correct in here.
Nope.
Yeah, we're politically incorrect, actually. We're real. But you know what? Whether you like us or hate us, at least that we're being genuine, real people. And we're not just going to, try to walk on ice and try to, we're not going to try to be, jerks, but at the same time, we're going to challenge things that might feel uncomfortable to some people. So don't take it to heart, but just be open-minded and hopefully you'll take something away from it, and we'll take something away from your views as well. So it's just really being honest with who you are and, pursuing truth together, as a people, and just being real. Really, that's really what this is all about, just being real. So just wanted to do a little introduction there. And as the thing grows too, we'll probably have like a little like intro song kind of theme thing or something like that. We'll probably have to go to a few commercial breaks. Probably Jeremy will tell me to do that. I haven't asked him yet, but I'm assuming that that's what we're probably have to do.
Commercial
to be,
break.
Legal here or something. So, and then maybe like a bottom of the hour, top of the hour kind of thing. So that'll be like our interruptions for the segment and stuff like that. But other than that, it's us and you guys. So.
Yep.
Oh, one other thing I want to address. People could call in, in theory, you could talk over the air. However, unfortunately, that cannot be done. We need to have a delay, which costs around like $3,000 for that kind of thing. Basically, people at the station and administration are afraid people are going to cuss on the air, and we don't want that, So we can really talk about anything in here. We just can't cuss. We can't badmouth like school faculty and stuff like that. Be respectful kind of stuff. Typical, be polite kind of things. So that's like the fear, of people talking on the air. That I think I might be able to have some leeway with teachers maybe calling in. I think our boss, Jeremy, might be cool with that. But I'll have to talk to him about that. But yeah, we might be getting a delay though soon. So it's a little pricey, but... If this is successful and you guys are tuning in, it's going to give more incentive to get that delay and, get a lot more interaction and, with the station, stuff like that. So, go ahead.
I was just going to say, we definitely, this isn't just me and Tyler. This, what the idea is we're trying to make this a community base, West Liberty, not only student but faculty base. So we're actually depending on you guys to help us out with this because without you guys, we would have no show.
Exactly.
So, in a way that you could really help us out is if you go to the WGLZ Facebook page and like it. That would definitely help us out.
Good idea.
Yeah,
definitely like that page for us. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll probably be putting up a YouTube channel and then linking that to the Facebook. So the Facebook page, the like page for WGLZ, will be your one-stop boom for everything that's going on. We have a bunch of cool events going on. I mean, by the way, guys, I'm the public relations director for this semester. Hopefully next semester too. But if I look good and do a good job, so and then we're gonna have like some dubstep nights and stuff like that. It's like some new music if you guys don't know what dubstep is, and then maybe like a battle of the bands kind of next semester. So we got some cool stuff as far as the station itself, that we're gonna try to do this semester and next semester. So we're really trying to do stuff now. You know what I mean? I feel like it's gonna be a good year. I feel like we're gonna generate interest with this. I mean, who isn't gonna find this interesting? I mean, like if you don't find this interesting, dare I say it, you're a boring person. I stand by that. You're a boring person. So, so pretty excited, and I guess is there anything else I need to do for the introduction segment? To let people know what we're about and stuff like that.
I think we definitely hit on a lot of notes. Yeah,
it's 15 after. Do I go to commercial? Or do I just go right into maybe just do my commercial at the bottom of the hour and then do my... What do I do then?
We could go into commercial. I know the audience is probably going, oh, no, not commercial. Yeah. But you have to understand, if it was up to us completely, there'd be no commercials. We hate commercials, too.
Yeah, it's boring.
Yeah.
We don't like commercials,
It definitely
guys.
sucks.
But, what was I going to say? I'm really not even sure if we have to, but I think I'm just going to, do it just for a second. So, stay tuned in. Yes. We'll be right back after the break.
Do not think about touching that dial.
This is the idea, ladies and gentlemen. Think of us sort of as the Howard Stern of West Liberty. Stay right in. You're listening to 91.5 WGLZ.
You're listening to the new 91.5 WGLZ, West Liberty, West Virginia.
I got smart about mortgages, smart about college.
When it comes to your money, whatever you want to get smart about, you can find it at smartaboutmoney.org, a free online resource from the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Smartaboutmoney.org, the easy place to start when you want to get smart.
Thanks for asking, but I'd rather not send you nude pictures. I'm camera shy. I already said no. Under my clothes, I'm a robot. My webcam is broken. I'm worried they'll get passed around school. I have a rash. I have nudophobia. I have lizard skin. I'm a vampire, so I don't show up in pictures anyways. Your badgering has really killed the mood.
When someone is pressuring you to do something you don't want to, how many ways can you say no before they get the message? Let us know at that'snotcool.com. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Sassy, sassy. This week's episode, Bobcat in the Cave.
Gosh, Johnny, playing in the cave sure is neat. Oh boy, a kitty cat. Sassy, the kitty cat's yelling. What, Sassy? It's not a kitty, it's a bobcat? Speaking of cats, you like to stress the importance of adopting cats from animal shelters? Over 5 million cats go into animal shelters every year? And with millions of healthy cats to choose from, it's a shame more people don't adopt from shelters? This bobcat's heavy. Help, Sassy! Why bother? We'll just get into more trouble tomorrow? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, nuts.
Sassy is brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org. Remember, adopt.
You're listening to the new 91.5 WGLZ, West Liberty, West Virginia.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. That was our commercial break. If you are tuning in, this is The Idea. You're here with T. Rodgers, Tyler W. Rodgers, and
DJ B.A.
DJ B.A., yes. So we are going to finally start our first segment. And if you're tuning in or listening to the recording, which we're hopefully going to put up on YouTube and stuff, then you could just fast forward through the commercials, and you're right here. You don't got to listen to the commercials. So, all right, we're going to begin.
Yes.
Where to begin?
You know what? I think I want to talk about, people in general, and just, about being a genuine person. You know how, we always talk about, for someone to actually be able to, I don't want to say communicate, but to actually understand that person, we like to talk about people as being genuine people.
Right.
Now, by genuine people, what we're really saying is, honest people that are trying to, just do good in this world. And you can see the genuinity of the people, of how, a lot of people out here aren't being genuine. And genuine also can be being fake, too. Because there's a lot of people, not actually being fake, but there's a lot of, people, I don't want to say, doing things just because other people do them.
Conforming.
Yeah, conforming.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like being fake. But, being a genuine person, it's kind of like you're not conforming.
Right.
You're being yourself, and it's hard to meet people like that nowadays, especially around here.
Right.
It's hard.
I mean, I feel like there are a lot of genuine people, but or non-genuine people, I guess. But I think some people aren't really showing it sometimes. We're not. What people I notice aren't doing, I'll meet some genuine people, but we're not being openly genuine or saying who we are.
Mm-hmm.
We're not having. I like to call it soul-to-soul conversations.
Right.
Not really saying, who are you? What do you think about what's going on? Okay, because let's face it, we don't really know what's going on. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We don't. But what do you think about? What's your interpretation on life right now?
Mm-hmm.
What do you cling to give you, some sort of comfort in this world? What do you think about? Who are you really? You know what I mean? And so many conversations, honestly, are boring.
They are.
They're just surface conversations, superficial conversations where you're not really touching into the depth of that character, of who they are and what they really think about things. And you'll be surprised some people don't even think about it at all.
They don't.
It's almost just do you have a soul? I honestly want to ask some people that, do you even think at all? Do you take a break from the distractions of the world and just have you found who you are? I think a lot of people don't know who they are too. You know? So, I think it'd be a good idea to I think even, this whole idea, show would be to promote, genuine behavior and, open-mindedness and, saying who we are to each other and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, and I definitely think, being as young as we are, especially, I'm not really picking on freshmen, but, coming right out of high school and coming up to a college, it's like you want to be in the in crowd, you know, and
you want to be cool.
You want to be cool. No one wants to be that loser. Like, no, we're not going to pay attention to that kid. Like, you know, you want to be in the in crowd. So it's definitely, you know, I can understand it in a sense of why people do the things that they do.
Yeah.
But the honest truth is, I feel that a lot of people, you know, are kind of like hiding themselves. They're kind of they have a mask on.
Right.
You know, they have a mask, and you know, they come out of their rooms, you know, day to day, meet up when they get around the public. It's like they're a different person in a way, and you know, and they don't take the time to really think, like, what are they doing? What are they doing? They just go from their day-to-day lives. Oh, you know,
it's like they don't stop in the moment and just freeze and look at the world and almost try to remove the desensitized vision of the world from your eyes.
Right.
As though you try to, if I may, as if you like stop for a moment in your place and really take a moment to look at the world and don't say, oh yeah, it's beautiful, nature's. No, I mean, really, like, do you realize what we're seeing? Like, we're used to seeing everything. I mean, imagine as though you were just a baby or an infant again, and before, you know, your mom and people taught you what the world is and taught you about this place we are in, you know, it's to have this whole other appreciation for, okay, there's a sky, there's a sun, there's what we call a tree, there's what we call grass, there's this wind, that, you know, you breathe air, you know, you are, even your own self, like you are something, you're an intelligent being who questions these things and can really take an appreciation for it. I think that's the kind of thought that we need to be promoting nowadays. Right. We need to really start promoting, you know, just, I don't know, how would you say it, like, just appreciating the world, you know, to really appreciate, whoa, that's a tree and that's growing out of the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's bizarre, if you will.
Yeah.
Life itself, organic matter is bizarre.
It is.
It's weird.
It is. You know, like people, they, like I said, they go to like their everyday lives. You know, especially like, you know, I'm not really picking on college kids, but it's people all around the world. But, you know, especially college kids, you know, what you're here to do, learn, get an education. All right, you know, you go to class, go walk from class, go back to your room, go to sleep, you know, party, do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you don't. A lot of people don't take the they don't take the initiative to just ever think about what is really going on. You know, like they just open your eyes. And even like you brought up one time, and I remember we were talking, and you said, you know, sometimes you try to open your eyes as if it's the first time you're seeing anything.
Right, yeah.
Like as if you were a baby for the first time.
Right. It's like you just try to, like, you know, an example that I would say, you know, we've had these kind of conversations probably, I mean, since we met. But, you know, I think I would say it was like, you know, like close your eyes for a minute and, you know, just out wherever you are. And it doesn't even matter, even if you're inside or out. I would say I'd prefer you to be outside because that's like the natural world itself and then our constructed environment. But to just take a moment and close your eyes, and you can't do it. You can't forget where you're at. You can't forget what things look like. You can't forget your language. You can't forget how to read, you know, the language you know. But imagine and have the appreciation as though you do not know those things, okay? Is that you can just put, as Master Yoda would say, if I may, you must unlearn what you have learned. And to strip away everything that you have learned of the world and open them again and really stare at your surroundings. Mm-hmm. Stare at your surroundings, where you're at, and just take that in. Mm-hmm. Stand in awe, basically. So,
yeah. And it could actually be scary.
Yeah, it used to freak me out.
I mean, I've tried doing that, and it's actually scary to really sit and think about.
Oh, I know. You'll lose yourself in your head. Man.
Yeah, like it's like, whoa.
I know.
Like what's going on?
Yeah.
You know, but in a way, it's also something I believe, you know, to actually face your fears.
Exactly.
You got to stare into that abyss.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah, they're afraid, though.
They're
afraid. And you know what? That's very natural to be afraid. I think that, I would be lying if I said I wasn't afraid whenever I did it or whenever you did it. It's a scary thing to be honest with yourself, like completely.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think I said one time that I think one of the deepest things about thinking is just being completely honest with yourself. You know what I mean? Just not worrying about what you think is right or wrong, and just be honest in what feels natural and right. And just to stop and to really take that in, you know, sometimes is pretty empowering, and just it's scary.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it definitely can be scary. Like I said, I know the first time I really tried to really think like that. Whoa.
Yeah.
It is like the world kind of is opening up to you really for the first time. And
it's like being born again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like really, you were born and then you might not have thought about it, or you did, who knows? And then, you know, you open your mind and really, it's like you're born again. It really is. It's like, do you want to be born again or just keep zoned out? You know, do you want to wake up and smell the roses, or just walk through life not knowing? You know what I mean? And not being interested, which you might as well be like a beast out there in the field if you're going to do that.
I mean,
like,
you're a sheeple.
Yeah, you're sheeple. Yeah, I mean, you might as well just. And I mean, what a waste of an incredible, intelligent mind you have if you're not going to, you know, take the mind or time to really just exercise that brain of yours.
Yeah, it's true. And you know, like this is the one of the things I believe we want to prevail out to all of you that are listening right now.
Yeah.
You know, it's time to, beyond, you know, the things that you've been told to do and learn, like, you know, as in go. I believe our listeners are here in college around the area. You know, you get up for school, you know, get an education, get a job. Just beyond all of this, we really want you to really like think about your life.
Yeah.
Really, and not even about just your life. Think about life in general.
Yeah, yeah.
Just what is really going on around you. Around your area.
Yes.
Just if you're sitting in your room right now.
Yeah.
If you're sitting on your bed.
Yeah.
If you're in a classroom, wherever you're doing right now, just stop, close your eyes.
Yeah.
And open them back up.
Yeah.
And look around you.
Jeez.
It's going there. But really, no, do that. And try to think as if it's the very first time you're opening your eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
you will see the world in a whole new way.
You will.
You will appreciate things that you never have appreciated before. You know, I'm sure there's some people out there who's already done that, but at the same time, we all know that those are people who don't. And, you know, you just, I mean, you just stand in awe, like really. And sometimes it gets a little scary, to be honest, you know. But don't stare into the abyss too much.
You don't want to lose yourself.
Yeah, don't lose yourself in it, but at least appreciate it. But that's we got to go to our commercial break here. We're at the bottom of the hour, and you're listening to 91.5 WGLZ.
You're listening to the new 91.5 WGLZ, West Liberty, West Virginia.
Hey, what's up? Holla at ya, boy. XOXOXO. You getting these texts? Question mark. Where are you? What are you doing? OMG, you are making me mad. You better text me back. I'm waiting outside your house.
Relentless, aggressive texting is like sending an angry robot to deliver your message. When does the robot become dangerous? Let us know at that'snotcool.com.
That'snotcool.com.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Need to get some rest. This is the worst headache ever.
Right arm's all tingly all of a sudden. Must have slept on it last night.
I keep losing my balance. These old bones need some exercise.
Granddaddy, what you just said doesn't even make sense. It sounds like gibberish.
Signs like these could be more than what they seem. They could be a sign of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Sudden trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
My name is Charles. I'm 38 years old.
My name is Charles. I'm 38 years old.
One day I had a sudden headache.
I had a headache.
Suddenly my arm went numb and I felt confused.
My arm went tingly.
I knew I was having a stroke.
I didn't know what was going on.
I told my wife and she dialed 911.
I didn't want to miss work, so I went.
The ambulance arrived just in time.
I had a stroke on the bus.
Because of quick response, today I'm on my way to a full recovery.
Today I have partial paralysis.
Seconds made all the difference.
Seconds made all the difference.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
Time lost is brain lost.
For more information, visit powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the new 91.5 WGLZ, West Liberty, West Virginia.
And we're back.
Yeah.
For anyone who just tuned in, you're listening to the Idea Ninja Philosophical Whatcha talk show. And we're back. So, where did we leave off?
I believe we left off with
staring into the abyss.
Staring into the abyss.
And looking at your your surroundings like that. Yeah.
I just got done telling everybody to close their eyes and imagine the world as if they're seeing it for the first time.
As you just listened to those commercials. That must have been really disturbing right there.
Yeah, if you're trying to get into the abyss, I'm sure you're, by listening to those commercials...
Yeah, I would have muted it for a second.
I can only see what you were imagining while those commercials were going on. Oh boy, fun. But back to where we were though. Like we were basically saying about being a genuine person. It's basically thinking. I don't want to say thinking outside the box, but actually taking the time to get to know who you are, and being someone that's sincere, about other people, take others people's values into consideration.
Yeah.
That's being, to me at least, that's being a genuine person, because I don't want to meet someone that's it's going to be fake around me, or lie, or whatever. I want someone that when I first meet them, I can actually sit down and talk to them about life.
And, have a real conversation,
right? And actually get to know that person for who they are. That's being a genuine person to me, and I take respect to finding people out there like that. And you know what? That can even go on to, we can talk about relationships. Being a genuine person. At least with me, when I look for someone to be like, if I'm going to try to talk to a girl or something like that, when I'm actually looking for someone, I look for someone that's genuine.
Yeah.
I want to be with someone that I can actually talk to.
Yeah.
Have a good time with. Get to know that person for who they are. I don't want to meet someone and it's like, oh hey, what do you like to do? Oh, I like to party. Let's go get drunk and all this stuff. I don't want to meet that. I meet people like that, but I don't want to be with that person.
Oh yeah.
I like to be with genuine people that I can have a good time with.
Also, not only just be genuine, but also really have an intelligent conversation with.
Right.
You know what I mean? Really have a real conversation that you both will take. If you have, I always say, when I have that kind of conversation with somebody, the "Are you real?" conversation, I swear, it's we really, it's we take something away from that together forever. You know what I mean? We honestly will share something that I will treasure till the day I die.
Right.
And I really hope they do the same. You know what I mean? Because that really sticks out in your mind. I mean, how many people do you meet throughout the day that just kind of blur together? And I hate to say it like that, but I mean, if we're going to be real, a lot of people kind of do. And I always find that when I have that kind of conversation with someone, I don't know, you really, make an impression on somebody when you have a real conversation, you know what I mean? So, and you'll take something away from that for the rest of your life, you know what I mean?
Right.
You'll learn things, that you just never knew before, both of you, and it's just all about being open-minded and honest. So,
yeah, it's definitely it's definitely a thing that I feel that more people need to sit down and really think about, especially with just themselves. They need to really think about what's going on in their life, and stop with the, just going out like every day trying to be somebody else, trying to be like in the in crowd.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to be an individual and really think for yourself.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people out there. And I hate to say it too, but on the campus here at West Liberty, I mean, I've run into quite a few people that, I've noticed that it seems like you try to talk to them about things, and it's just like their mind is like somewhere off, like somewhere else. It's just like they can't really think for themselves.
Oh yeah,
it's like. And it's hard, and it really sucks whenever I run into that, because I would like to run into more people that, I can really have a serious talk with. But like I said, it is hard to find nowadays, but I know there is, people out there like that. I know there's genuine people, people that you can actually sit down and have a conversation with.
Yeah.
But like I said, this is one thing I feel, in this show, by tuning in and listening, maybe this will help you find who you are.
Oh yeah. I mean, I really feel like people who tune in or come in for the interviews and stuff like that or whatever, I feel like we could you really I don't know, make friendships out of that and stuff like that. When you really talk about soul to soul conversations, like you really share a synergy between you two, and you get an understanding for one another, and it's I don't know, it's just, I feel like that's the foundation for a strong relationship. Right. I feel like if you don't have those kind of conversations, and dare I say it, I feel like your friendships are kind of generic. I feel like if you don't have that foundation of who are you really, who am I really, and talk about it, I think your friends are generic. That's just my opinion, though. But I stand by that. I do.
All right. Do you want me to get real?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Since this is the idea, we definitely speak our ideas and what we believe in. Not to say this is true or what, but at least I don't want to say what I believe in, but what I do, and I'll keep it real. There's people that I meet, and I really don't get a chance to, I guess you could say, have that conversation with or really get to know that person.
Yeah.
I don't really consider them as friends.
Yeah.
I don't.
I know.
And I want to keep it real with everybody. Like, if I meet you and I don't get a chance to really talk to you, if we don't have that kind of talk, I don't really consider you as my friend.
Yeah.
And I'll talk to you.
It's
and
we're cool. Hey, what's up? We're cool, but we're not friends.
We're not really friends.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm cool with mostly everyone.
Yeah.
I try to be cool with everybody.
I know, yeah.
And that's not to say that I'm a complete jerk and just be like, oh, well, he doesn't consider me as my friend.
I know, it's not like that, guys.
It's not like that. Like I said, we're not trying to tee anybody off here.
Yeah.
But the bottom of the matter of the fact is I definitely feel that the people that I get a chance to really get in touch with and talk to about interesting things, it doesn't even truly have to be a philosophical conversation, but just a conversation, an intelligent one, where I could kind of get to know who that person is. A conversation like that in general, if I get a chance to do that with you, that's definitely a bonus. I consider you as someone, as a friend,
right.
Someone that I can go to and talk to, about problems or anything that's going on in my life.
Or come to you.
Or you can come to me, whichever one.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way, I'll talk to a lot of people, and, it's I'm cool with a lot of people. But, I mean, it's as I said over the summer, it's I've got my immediate circle, and then I got, the people that are outside of that I haven't really had those kind of conversations with, but that were cool. And I know they're genuine people, but we just haven't really went there yet. You know what I mean? So it's we're genuine, we're cool, but we're not really friends, And I feel if we would ever share that conversation with each other, I feel I mean, I don't know, maybe they wouldn't feel that way, but I would really feel that we both our relationship would really take a step. You know what I mean? We would really have an understanding for who each other is after that, and really, I mean, just have someone to turn to, or vice versa, if they needed someone for you, or they needed someone to talk to, or something like that. So,
right.
I just really, honestly, man, I wish everyone talked like this. You know what I mean? I really felt like the mediocre conversations day to day, it's just so boring. It's just, hey, what are you doing? No, who are you? That's just where I want to go.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. I just want to skip it. like entirely.
Yeah.
Like, let's just get right to it.
Yeah,
you
that,
know?
that would be awesome.
If you can't go there, all right, later.
Yeah. And and it sucks. We can even get into this. Going to a party kind of environment.
Yeah.
It's hard. I know a lot of people, even including me. Being a college kid, you definitely like to go out and have fun. Go to parties or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's really hard. I don't want to say this, but you don't really want to go into a party situation hoping you'll find your soulmate or finding a mate.
I know a lot of people out there that kind of like keep hoping to meet like a genuine girl sort of at a party.
It's very unlikely. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And the reason because of this, when people are going to parties, they don't want to think.
Yeah.
Trying
to forget, man.
Exactly. You're trying to go to a party and have a good time and really just like let loose, let go. You don't really want to think about your life and what's going on, the problems you have. You just want to have fun.
Yeah.
So it's hard to actually sit and find someone to have, sit down.
Someone,
and sit down and have that conversation with someone. So, words of advice for all you listeners out there. I definitely think it's not in your best interest to go to a party and think that you're going to find someone.
Oh yeah.
But that doesn't go to say that you can't go to parties and talk to people and things like that. But to actually find that person, you want to be able to have that conversation with them. You want to be able to get in their head.
That's
and
that
know,
kind of connection.
Yeah, you want to have a connection. Exactly. You're absolutely right. You want to be able to get inside their head and get to know who that person truly is, inside and out.
Mm-hmm.
Not just how they look on the outside. Not just you want to know everything about them.
Exactly.
Their feelings, everything.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel that going out to parties is not the best way to do it. But like I said, it's definitely it's fun. Parties are fun.
Yeah.
But to meet genuine people, I consider as my friends. I don't meet them at parties.
No,
I don't.
No, I mean I'll meet. Yeah, exactly. And I meet a lot of cool people. You know what I mean? Like, but unless we have that conversation, it's like not there.
Right.
I still feel like in some party situations, I have this tendency, and I notice it everywhere I go. We'll be on the streets of Pittsburgh, and we'll go out there down on the south side, and I have this tendency to always be like just eking to have that kind of conversation. And even whenever I'm under the influence, I notice that I step out of the box and step out of the norm, and I will start calling that stuff out a little bit. I'll start asking people real questions, and I know at the same time, though, although I always want to get real, I still think the idea of the party situation lifestyle, getting real all the time sort of would take away, I think, from a little bit of the fun of partying. So it's like you don't want to get too deep and real all the time.
Right.
I mean, kind of the idea of partying is to let go. You know what I mean? It is to have fun. I mean, so I'm not trying to discredit, partying for the sake of partying, but I do find, for me personally that I always want to share a moment with someone, like a real moment. I mean, actually, we'll go on party, and I met some dude the other day, and we had some dude from South Korea, and we had a real conversation between different cultures. I'm like, don't worry about offending me, man. You tell me how it is. I'm not gonna cry. I won't lose sleep at night. You know what I mean? You tell me what you really believe, or don't talk to me at all. You're not. I don't even want to talk to you then. And I mean that. So, we could have a generic conversation, but
it's never any fun.
Yeah, that's not that fun. But yeah, I mean, so I don't know. Sometimes it's fun to just have the whole. I mean, there are times where I'll get so out of it where I just don't want to have the real talk. Just have fun. Just we're drunk, blah blah blah, beer pong or something. But it's still. I still think valuing. Those real conversations, even maybe once in a while at a party environment. I'm not saying we should do it and change what we're doing, guys, but I'm just saying, I don't know. If you see me out there and you listen to this, come talk to me.
Please, come talk to me, too.
Oh, it's that time. We got to go to commercial break. Sorry, guys, but we'll be right back here in a few moments right after the commercial, or PSAs, what do they call them? Yeah, the PSAs. We can't say commercials, apparently. Yeah. So, PSAs. Once again, you were listening to 91.5
WGLZ.
You're listening to the new 91.5 WGLZ, West Liberty, West Virginia.
Don't be stupid with your skin. It's the only skin you're in. Know what's good and bad to do. Find the right and wrong for you. It's time you learn what it's about. 'cause indoor tanning is out. UV lamps from a tanning bed, they can turn your skin beet red. Wrinkles come from the UV light, and age spots make you a frightful sight. With UV light, it gets worse. Skin cancer is a wicked curse. Don't be the one that's tan and dead. Use your brain, use your head, it's time you learn what it's about. 'Cause indoor tanning is out. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Are you facing foreclosure? Then come down to Megalo and Partners. We're a mortgage rescue company, and we can help you keep your house, provided you submit to our plans for galactic domination. No, I'm kidding.
If you're facing foreclosure, talk to the right people. Speak with HUD-approved housing counselors free of charge at 888-995-HOPE. Brought to you by NeighborWorks America and the Ad Council.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. It's like tiny nails in the air poke my lungs. I start to cough. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital.
Today, 1 out of 13 children suffer from some form of asthma, accounting for nearly 1/3 of all emergency room visits.
I feel like I'm choking. It's kind of like an elephant is on my chest. A little whistle sound comes out when I breathe.
But while your child may suffer from asthma, asthma doesn't have to make your child suffer. There are simple ways you can prevent your child's next attack. To learn more, call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. That's 1-866-662-8822. Log on to www.noattacks.org or call your doctor, because even one attack is one too many.
I feel like a fish with no water.
Brought to you by the EPA, the Ad Council, and this station.
You're listening to the new 91.5 WGLZ, West Liberty, West Virginia.
And we're back.
Ladies
and gentlemen, you're listening to The Idea. Ninja Philosophical. Whatcha? I want to make a sweet intro where Ninja Philosophical. Whatcha? In the background. And then that'd be a cool introduction thing. Might even play that after when we come back in or something. So, yeah, The Idea, Ninja Philosophical Radio Talk Show. Tyler Rodgers and DJ BA up here in the station tonight. So we were just talking about being real with each other, basically.
Yeah.
Pretty good stuff. I guess you want to elaborate more, or should we? What are we doing?
I mean, we can definitely move on. I think where we left off, really. If you are just tuning in, we like he just said, we were talking about being real and getting to know each other for who each other is.
Yeah.
Where we just left off was talking about parties, and it's kind of hard to meet different people at parties and things like that. To actually get inside of who they really are, to be able to get down and sit and have a conversation with them, it's really hard to do that in a party environment. And we also touched upon meeting your mate. It's really hard. I wouldn't exactly go for party situations to meet your mate to be with.
The love of your life.
Yeah.
Statistically speaking, probably not there. Go look in libraries. Look for girls. I'll tell you what. One of the sexiest things I find in women is a girl reading a book.
Yeah, that's hot.
That's sexy.
That's very
hot. And a girl who can play an instrument or sing and stuff like that.
I mean, that's more of just me because, we're actually both artists. So, that's definitely something. I'm not saying all you ladies out there that are listening right now need to take notes. I mean, if you want to, all right. But no, for real though. I definitely feel that that's definitely a really great attribute for a person to be able to, actually sit down and read a book and enjoy what you're doing, enjoy what you're reading, and learning and acquiring information. And it all leads to more intelligence, and that's definitely a turn on for me. I really go for that. And, and not only that, like I said, being an artist, I do like girls that can, I want to say, have some kind of music talent.
Yeah.
Rather be playing an instrument or rather if you can sing something or like that. That's really cool. I like that a lot.
That's cool.
But yeah, I mean, T. Rodgers just got done saying, looking for someone to be, if you're really out there looking, definitely a good place to start is actually right here on campus, right in the library.
Yeah.
You see that lonely girl just sitting there, just reading her book, or...
I'll tell you what, though. I'm not going to lie. That's easier said than done.
It is.
Like, we're saying all that, but, I mean, I know that if I'm in that situation, I'll be like, I'm nervous.
Yeah. I would do the same thing. I don't have the guts enough to go up and just be like,
hi.
What are you reading there?
What are you reading? Never heard of it. What's that about?
Bam.
Bugger off, you weirdo.
Yeah, it's definitely harder to be done than actually, it's easier said than done. So,
yeah.
But definitely, like we were saying, to meet that genuine person is something that you're going to really have to really step outside of, step outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
You're comfortable with like meeting people at parties and just talking. I mean, that's cool and all, but you gotta like really step outside of your comfort zone. You gotta be real with yourself. What are you really looking at? This is another question that you can ask yourself. What are you really ultimately? This is big. This is big. Out of a relationship, ultimately, what are you searching for?
Yeah.
That's the question that you can, look inside yourself for. What are you looking for in a relationship? Are you looking to go out, and have a good time with somebody and, just mess around and do whatever? Or are you actually trying to find somebody? Because if you're actually trying to, if you're out there just to like, party, have fun with, then like I said, that's okay. You can meet someone at a party. That's, that's what parties, hookups, whatever.
I'll keep going, sorry, dude.
I was just going to say that's hooked up or whatever, but if you're actually looking for someone that you really want to find someone, you want to have a long-lasting relationship.
Yeah.
You have to step outside and really think, what do I want? Do I want someone that's like out there partying, getting drunk and all this stuff? Or do I want someone that's trying to better themselves?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A quality person.
A quality person, right.
Yeah.
A genuine quality person.
Yeah.
That's what you're, and if that is what you're looking for, you have to step outside your comfort zone. Even if that means having to go to the library or even going down right here on campus. We have a music department in the Fine Arts Building. There's plenty of people always down there playing some instrument or something like that.
Yeah.
Just walk up in there one time and just look. If you see someone that catches your eyes, just try to strike a conversation with them. It's that simple. Like if you're interested in meeting someone that's into music and something like that, we have that here.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's plenty of single, men and women here.
And the thing is, like, I mean, I know it's oversaid, but I mean, you really be yourself.
Yes, be
yourself. Be real. I mean, I have found, like, when I'm real with people, like, that is the most successful conversations I have. Like, like if I'm like putting on like, yeah, I mean, I'll admit it, I've went through phases, or like I don't know who I was, or I was struggling with who I was and stuff like that, and I might try to like, I don't know, entertain or act or something like that, and it's not until really like I would have that real conversation where that would really move somewhere, as a relationship, either with, a friend or a potential someone who you're interested in. So
right.
I think I know it's cliche, guys, but I mean, really being yourself, I think has been the most successful thing, you could do,
Right.
and just, it really, it's speaking right to the soul. It's cutting all of the nonsense out and getting right to the core and the essence of everything you are. So that really will go a long way. And not only like in friendships and relationships, girlfriend, boyfriend, but I mean professionally, academically, I mean with teachers and, your boss and stuff like that. It really boils down to this, guys. Be real with know who you are in your own soul and project that energy and be confident with who you are and project that to other people. Right. I mean, it'll do wonders. It'll improve the quality of your life. It really will.
Yeah.
It will. If I'm wrong, I mean, I don't know, come talk to me or slap me or something. But I mean,
come on the show here.
Yeah, come on the show and let's discuss it. But
yeah.
I mean, it really will like make your life much more fulfilled. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people already know that, but I really just kind of want to reinforce it. So
yeah. It's definitely a good thing to reinforce, about being yourself, because you're not being someone else or putting on a mask or like fake or anything, trying to find someone, and like you said, that's not even just finding a relationship wise. That could be if you're trying to find a job or trying to like get with a boss or something like that. You definitely you want to be yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, good things happen for a reason, I believe. So you know, like you want to be yourself, you know, because if that person cannot accept you for who you are, then you putting on a mask just to like get that girl or to get that job.
What a generic.
Yeah, it's very generic, right? It's
I feel like you're
generic.
killing your soul when you do that.
You're definitely taking away from yourself, and ultimately you're not going to be happy.
Yeah.
You're not going to be happy because you're going to have to be someone different, especially when it comes to a relationship. You're going to have to be someone different 24/7. Every time you're around that person, you're going to have to be someone different.
Yeah.
And that's because you started off being someone different, trying to be fake or whatever, and not being yourself. So my word of advice for everyone out there is definitely to be yourself. Start off straight being yourself.
Yeah.
And you know, we heard a story one time. We went to a when we lived in Hughes last year. There was like a girl talk thing that we went to.
Yeah, we went to one of those.
And there was a girl there that we talked to, and she told us that she got into a relationship and she could not be herself around her boyfriend. Do you remember that?
Yeah, she basically said something like, I was trying to be someone else because I think it was like a popularity thing too. It was so fake and generic. It was like, who are you? But yeah, she said something along the lines, I was trying to be someone else because I wanted this popular guy or something like that. It was, I know that sounds like movie cliche, but this was like real. That's what the girl was telling us in this girl talk.
It was real.
And we're like, really? Like you were like, I just couldn't. And she said, yeah, well, eventually in the relationship, you know, I broke it down for who I really was. But I mean, like that initial, like, you know, pursuit of a relationship. I pity you.
Yeah, it was bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
You know, I feel
good luck getting a successful marriage.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
You're not. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's not.
If you
gonna
value
happen.
that at all, good luck.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. That's a definite. But basically, you know, what we're saying about that, it all ties back into like we started off with this whole conversation, being a genuine person.
Yeah.
You know, this is what we're talking about. We want you to be who you are and truthfully who you are, and let that out no matter what you're doing. Rather that be meeting a person for the first time, or trying to find a relationship like a mate, or even, you know, like we touched on, you know, trying to get a job or anything you do when it comes to public or meeting someone, it's definitely being a genuine person is what you're gonna want. You're gonna have to look inside yourself, figure out who you are, and let that out. You know, because a lot of people, what they're doing is they're not doing that. They're trying to be, you know, in the in crowd. They're trying to be cool. You know, they're trying to fit of what they feel is like the norm. You know, and sometimes it's okay to not be in the norm. Sometimes it's all right to be who you are. You know, to be yourself.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I value that so much more. I mean, like, you know, even if it's like something, you know, that isn't a particular trait that I might, like, you know, feel uncomfortable or annoyed or something like that. You know, you naturally feel that way towards sometimes people and things like that, which is okay. It's just being human. I still like value you being real to me above everything.
Right.
Like, I don't even care if you like hurt my feelings. Like, just be real. I don't care. I don't care. But it is that time again. Top of the hour. We got to get a commercial break, but don't touch that dial, guys. Juicy stuff coming up.
Yes.
We got a whole another hour for you all. So, once again, don't you touch that dial. We'll be back in, like, I don't know, 2 minutes, something like that. So, once again, you're listening to 91.5 WGLZ.
You're listening to the new 91.5 WGLZ, West Liberty, West Virginia.
Yeah. I'm feeling like a star, you can't stop my shine. I'm flying cloud nine, my head's in the sky. I'm solo, I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, solo. Yeah, I'm feeling good tonight. Finally doing me and it feels so right. Oh, time to do the things I like. Going to the club, everything's alright. Oh, no one to answer to, no one is gonna argue, no. And since I got that hold off me, I'm living life now that I'm free, yeah. Told me get my together, now I got my together, yeah. Now I made it through the weather, better days are gonna get better. I'm so sorry that it didn't work out, I'm moving on. I'm so sorry, but it's over now. The pain is gone. I'm putting on my shades to cover up my eyes. in my ride, I'm heading out tonight. I'm solo, I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, solo. I'm feeling like a star, you can't stop my shine. I'm flying cloud nine, my head's in the sky. I'm solo, I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, solo. Now I'm feeling how I should. Never knew single could feel this good. Oh, star player misunderstood. Back in the game, who knew I would? Oh, so fly, time I spread my wings. Loving myself makes me wanna sing. Oh, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Told me get my together. Now I got my together. Yeah, now I made it through the weather. Better days are gonna get better. I'm so sorry, that it didn't work out. I'm moving on. I'm so sorry, but it's over now. The pain is gone. I'm putting on my shades to cover up my eyes. I'm jumping in my ride. I'm heading out tonight. I'm solo. I'm riding solo. I'm riding solo. I'm riding solo. Solo. I'm feeling like a star. You can't stop my shine. I'm loving cloud nine. My head's in the sky. I'm solo. I'm riding solo. I'm riding solo. I'm riding solo. Solo. Riding solo. Solo. I'm riding solo. It's like S-S-O-L-O, S-S-O-L-O, S-S-O-L-O. I'm living my life, ain't got stress no more. I'm putting on my shades to cover up my eyes. I'm jumping in my ride, I'm heading out tonight. I'm solo, I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, solo. I'm feeling like a star, you can't stop my shine. I'm loving cloud nine, my head's in the sky. I'm solo, I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, solo. I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, solo. I'm riding solo, solo.
Sorry about that, guys. I accidentally played a song there. But yeah, I think from now on we're just gonna do the top of the hour just for ourselves, not even go to anything, just kind of just skip it, and then we'll address the top of the hour vocally, live. I hope that's cool, Jeremy. But if not, I guess we won't. But so that'll give us more time. But if you're just tuning in, you are listening to The Idea, Ninja Philosophical Radio Talk Show. We're just talking about tonight really just being real with each other, having sincere, genuine conversations, kind of stuff like that, So if you have a soul, you've come to the right place.
Oh, yeah. You can't go wrong here.
You can't. Don't touch that dial. If you're real, don't touch it.
You don't want to touch that dial at all.
You'll wonder, what were they going to go into? You gotta stick around.
You got to. So I have a question, I guess. I guess for you, what is the most? I don't want to say. Well, I'll say it. Realist conversation that you've had with somebody.
Oh man, jeez. Just today. Well, I have a lot. I'm always trying to be with everyone, but just today, I went and talked to Dr. Regal. And I just kind of asked him about, because I got to do this 10-page paper on Africa, and I wanted to do the deepest thing I could possibly imagine, and I was basically wanting to address the question of why is the global North, industrialized and the global South isn't. Why is it what it is? Was sort of the question I want to ask,
Okay.
And he said that, Tyler, that's a great question. That's a deep question. I could say ass, by the way, so that's okay. I just remember that. I usually try to avoid the cuss words, but I guess that one's okay. We've been told we're in Radio Prod, but you'd have to write a book on it. It's just a 10-page paper is not enough. So, but I had a pretty good conversation with that guy. I feel like we had, as I would say, a soul-to-soul real conversation. I said, I bounced around from a few majors, and I'm a pretty deep guy. I feel like I'm an intelligent kind of guy, and I'm really into philosophy and stuff like that. And what do you think, would be a job or a career? I'm really passionate about this major, and I just want to do something that fulfills me. I want to do something that really I could feel like I'm just doing, if there is a good thing in our world, And basically, the dude told me, dude, you got to pursue money. I was like, I was kind of surprised. But, I know that wasn't the answer I was expecting, but that guy, was real about it. Like, he was saying, I've been in situations where I didn't have money and stuff like that, and, being down and out, and I was, broke. And, I'm telling you, do something where you can make money, but, also, feel fulfillment in it. Like, you got to survive yourself, is what he was really telling me, too. Like, don't get so ideological to the point where you're, just scraping by, He didn't tell me what to do, but he was kind of just giving me his own, I guess, input, on, maybe what I would be interested in, stuff like that. So I felt like that guy, he's a pretty real guy,
Okay.
That was, one today. But, as far as, I guess when I first started getting real was when I was in Maryland. And I was living in Frederick, Maryland for 3 years. And my old drummer from my old band, I guess with him, Jason, me and him, we just go there with everything, we go there, we go dark side too with stuff. A lot of stuff, I'm on the light side, guys, but I open my mind to the dark side's point of view, so me and my friend, we'll have conversations where things might sound disturbing sometimes, but our heart's in the right place, but the conversation that we're having might be out of the norm or bizarre, I think, for most people. And, I think with him, those were, honestly, my friend Jason from my old band, he didn't graduate high school, he's underemployed, he works a crappy job, as a agriculture, or not landscaping, doing dirty work all the time, pretty much enslaved to his dad. He works for his dad because he doesn't do anything outside of that. Pretty much by all sociological standards, a loser or a bum, to be real. But I'll tell you what, that guy's my best friend. Me and that guy have had the most sincere, real conversations, and we'll treasure that forever. And we both know that, no matter where he goes or what I go, I do what he does. He does nothing, I do something, or vice versa. It's that. I don't care who you are. You could be no one, society-wise. But the fact that we went there really and spoke real, that's an everlasting friendship. You know what I mean? When you have those kind of conversations, that really just, it'll never go away. It'll never go away, So I really feel like that's where it started for me, there. And then, from there I just started getting into it myself whenever I was here. And then I kind of isolated myself for a little bit and then started talking to other friends and stuff. So I guess that, kind of, we'll get into it later, the details of what we all talk about, you and me too.
Right.
We don't probably got enough time for the depth of all the stuff we talk about tonight.
No way.
Tonight's just kind of an introduction to the whole thing. So, but yeah, I think for me, but I guess I'll pose the question back to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, I always want to say, starting, I never, I guess you could say, ever since I was a kid, I never was I don't want to say a conformist. There was definitely things I little kid things I conform on. Of course, I want the hottest toys out and stuff like that. But as for a person being myself, I was always different in a way. I'm if whoever gets to know me, I'm a really goofy person. Sometimes
True.
I have outrages
Very true.
out of nowhere. So you might catch me on campus one day just having an outrage. But I'm a really goofy person. I've always been like that ever since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
It's never I was trying to be in the in crowd. I never tried to be a jock or anything like that. I never just tried to be oh, I gotta be cool. It was never that was never me. So
yeah.
I don't want to say this upon myself, but I feel that there was never really a time where I wasn't I never lost who I was in a way.
Right.
I never lost that.
You've always been true to yourself. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've always been true to myself.
Yeah.
So, but I guess you could say in a way too, I guess you could say I never really stared into myself or stared into the abyss until actually I came up here to college, to West Liberty.
Yeah.
And I really started talking to you about these kind of things.
I remember that conversation was the one in my room.
Yeah.
I remember that when I talked to you in April about that stuff.
Yeah. And it was just whoa.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I'm not
It's just who says that?
Yeah, and and you were actually the first the first, I soon later talked to my mom about things like this, but you were actually like the first one that came up. I don't want to say came up, but that actually I've had this experience with.
Right,
you know,
right.
because I never had anybody come up to me and talk real like that.
Yeah.
I never like you know, and you were like questioning things. I always would question little things, but it never was to the extent of like the things that you were questioning about, like religion and things like that. We'll get into all that later, but you were really questioning things about life and all this, you know, and it was like, whoa. To me, it was the first time like me hearing these kind of things, and it was kind of like, wait a minute. And it kind of got me thinking, like,
I know, I remember that.
What's really going on? Like,
I remember that.
Wait,
that was a really good conversation.
Yeah, and it was.
I think that was like a party night too, or something.
I think we tried to parry.
Yeah, we tried to party, but it just.
It was one of those nights where we were watching Hey Arnold and all the. Yeah, we were watching Hey Arnold.
Yeah, we were watching Hey Arnold.
We were watching Hey Arnold.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
You could look into that if you want.
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. Hey, whatever. It's all good. Hey Arnold's
cool.
awesome.
Hakuna Matata.
Yep. But Hey Arnold was cool. And then we were talking. I don't know how we got off subject of Hey Arnold, but we started talking about different things. And you know, we just. You had the lights low and everything, and it was like we just start like thinking of stuff, and you just started talking. And I was just like, oh, you know, I actually like took the time to listen, and I really was listening to like the things you were saying. I was like, wait a minute, maybe he has a point about this. I never really looked at that side or that view of things, and I'm like, wow. So I guess you could say for me, you know, one of the realest conversations I feel is definitely with you. And then later on, you know, when I started really thinking for myself, and I actually started looking into the biz, I guess you could say, I started trying to figure out who I really was and things like that.
Right.
I would always talk to my mom about, you know, things, what's going on in the world, you know, about things she would think about, you know, about life and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I had conversations with my mom, pretty good conversations. She would tell me, you know, how it was when she was growing up as a kid and who she feels that, you know, she was, you know, and how she's changed through the years and things like that. Yeah. So I definitely had a good, you know, soul-to-soul talk I've had with my mom, you know. It's really good. Haven't had it with my dad yet, but with my mom, you know, I've had it. So, you know, I guess you could really say, you know, that's been like, you know, one of the latest, other than the things that we've talked about this summer, but the latest that I've actually had a real conversation. But like I said, my first time was like in your room, actually.
Jeez.
So yeah, that was. I mean, I would always think about things, you know. I would always question little things about religion and things like that, you know, and I don't want to get into that, you know, things about the Bible, stuff like that. I would always question little things, but it really wasn't until, you know, I started talking to you about this stuff, and then, you know, basically the mere question about, is there actually a God?
Yeah.
I never questioned that.
Yeah.
You know, and then to be like, you know, and then that, it was just like, whoa. When I first heard you say something, I'm like, wait a minute.
Right.
You know.
Just for our listeners, by the way, guys, I'm not an atheist. Just want to like clear that up. I wonder if anyone's thinking that. I'm not an atheist, so you could put that one under the rug.
I'm not an atheist either. Just you know, I do believe in something out there. But we'll get into that another day. We'll definitely get into that. But like I said, you were definitely the first, I guess you could say, real and true. Oh my God! Like you know, I'm starting to reevaluate what's going on in my life.
Right.
Like, who am I? You know.
I feel honored, man. That's so cool of you to say that. Like, that's like awesome. Like so. But we got to go to break. So we will be right back after our short PSAs. I want to say commercial. We'll be right back. Don't touch that dial, guys.
Do not.
Peace out. WGLZ.
You're listening to the new 91.5 WGLZ, West Liberty, West Virginia.
My name is Sue Smith. I'm 38 years old, and I work at a graphic design company, which is funny, because I couldn't even draw a stick figure when I was a kid. But I met someone who told me, you know what? You can do anything if you really want to. And if the teenage me were here, she'd tell you,
I wouldn't be into drawing and art if it wasn't for big brothers, big sisters. Most kids from my neighborhood don't get into art. They get into trouble. But I was lucky because my big sister showed me early on that I didn't have to be like most people. And to the young me,
that meant a lot. My big sister's name is Sheila, and Sheila is the reason that this 8-year-old grows up to have an amazing job as a graphic designer.
Whether you donate money or time, you're helping Big Brothers Big Sisters help a child, and that can last a lifetime. Start something today at BigBrothersBigSisters.org. Brought to you by Big Brothers Big Sisters and the Ad Council.
My name is Meera Batra, and this is How I Live United. Many families have come to America for a better life. I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to see opportunities available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools and network within the community. My name is Meera Batra. I help families see opportunity and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. It's kind of like an elephant is on my chest. I feel like I'm choking. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor, because even one attack is one too many.
I feel like a fish with no water.
Brought to you by the EPA and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the new 91.5 WGLZ, West Liberty, West Virginia.
And we're back,
We
ladies
are
and gents.
back.
You're listening to The Idea, Ninja Philosophical Radio Talk Show. T. Rodgers, DJ BA, continuing with our Be Real Guys kind of talk tonight. I guess that's our topic of discussion for the night.
Right. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, like I said, we were just talking about being a genuine person.
Yeah.
You know, trying to be who you are, trying to figure yourself out, not conforming to the crowd, being an individual. Be something different, let your true self out, don't, especially when you're talking to new people, just don't hold back. Hold back.
Yeah.
So
I always feel like that, like the stuff that we might say when we say don't hold back. I think that kind of freaks out the average Joe, though. Sometimes, Yeah. I do think you don't want to go there too much. I have the tendency where I kind of want to start I'll throw out a little bit, and then I'll see how that goes, and then if they're grabbing on, and I could feel like we're getting some good feedback and good conversation, throw out a little bit more, just kind of gradually go into. Who we are. As a matter of fact, I just had a really good conversation with Baldwin the other night. I did. I broke it down for that guy. I did.
Wow. How'd that go?
It went pretty good. I said a lot. I did most of the talking.
Okay.
He heard me out. I didn't get a lot of feedback from him, though. I could tell he, thought about it, but might not have had a lot of opinions on some of the things I was talking about and stuff like that.
Right.
But at least we spoke real. You know what I mean? That dude knows who I am, and I even told him in the moment, what I would say to you, is that we're gonna take something away from this, man. I'll remember you forever. You know what I mean? Your name, your face, got it. That's important to me. If that means anything to you, I hope it does. So so I feel like we really shared something right there. But yeah, we got real.
That's really good to know that you got real with him. But no, that's really good. That's what it's actually all about, getting to know who someone is.
Yeah.
People are going to be who they are, whether you like them or not. It's actually getting to really know who they are is what makes them special. I feel. Yeah. And like I said, it's really good. Like I said, the first time, it takes, before you can really get to know who that person is, I guess you could say they have to figure out who they are too. In a way.
I think some people are probably still struggling with it. Even
I am.
Yeah.
I'll be real.
Yeah.
I don't know completely. I know what I want to do. I have a goal. I know what I want to do in life. I know what kind of life I have envisioned. I have a mindset of where I'm going. But, I don't truly know exactly what's going on in my life. I still have questions, which I'll pose, I'm sure, in later shows.
Yeah.
I still have questions about my own life, and I don't know everything I would like to know.
Yeah.
But in a way, I feel that I have a good clearance on who I am.
Yeah.
I feel I definitely know, where I've been and where I'm trying to go in my life.
Right. I feel like, every day I feel like I am more of who I am than I've ever been in my life. You know what I mean? I think that most people are kind of that way, but I feel like to the extent that you and me kind of understand and appreciate, I am so much, I'm still figuring out stuff too, but I really feel like I am more who I am now than I have ever been ever in my life before. I mean, this is me, real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never known, like who I am to the extent I do now. Like, I've just like accepted everything, just about everything. I've faced it all. Like, and I really just believe in that philosophy of facing your fears, facing who you are, and don't be insecure.
Right.
Like, I'd rather die facing that than being insecure to the grave.
Right.
So.
And I completely agree with you. And actually, that's actually the meaning of this show.
Yeah.
Is to face your fears.
Exactly.
Because you're not going to find the truth without facing the fears
Exactly.
first. You're not going to find the truth.
Yeah, you're going to have to like challenge your insecurities. We all have them. And we're going to like talk about a lot of kind of stuff on here. A lot of uncomfortable stuff, guys. I'm not going to lie to you.
Some of you might actually not like us by the end of the show.
We're
going to be real.
We're going to be real with you right now. We're prepared for haters. I've been calling it out the whole time. I'm like, dude, we're going to get a lot of haters. We're going to get like a lot of people who are just like, I do not like those too. But you know what? I feel like what we're talking about is more important. You know what I mean? Like, I really believe in this to my core. So it's worth it to me.
It's really interesting. I have one line in one of my songs that says like, I don't got any haters, but I know they're gonna hate. I don't even really care because I know I'm not fake.
Yeah,
that's actually a line in my song.
Oh, right, cool, cool.
And one of the songs that I wrote.
Yeah.
And it's actually true. Like, I know that I'm probably gonna get some haters for this.
Yeah, exactly. We know it, guys. We know.
And I don't want you to hate me. Like, I mean, I would really, if you're questioning me or questioning us, I would really enjoy for you to come right up to me. If you see me in the halls or if you see me out on campus or somewhere,
exactly.
I'd like you to come up to me and be like, hey, I don't like what you said.
Yes.
I don't like. Yeah, do it.
We encourage it.
Don't be afraid to come up to me. I'm not going to be like a jerk and be like, oh, I'm about to kick this dude. No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to be like, I'm going to be open-minded.
Yes.
But I would love for someone to come and be like, hey, what you said was just completely ridiculous. I don't agree.
Yes.
This is why I feel what you said is wrong.
And you know what? And we want you to come on the show.
Yeah, come on the show.
Yeah, if you disagree with us and you hate us and what we say, come on the show and let's have a conversation and get real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Please.
And you know what? I guarantee we'll be friends. Like, I guarantee you, if you have any soul at all, like, it's just, you can't, it's just, there's nothing better than having that kind of conversation with somebody.
There isn't.
Really, like, as far as like socializing goes, I just value that more than anything. I value that. I love having good times, zoned out good times, but nothing I value more than a great conversation with somebody. So
right. I definitely think that that's definitely a big thing. That's our main goal of the show is to actually find people to have these kind of conversations with, to get to know new people, to discover new things.
Yes.
Like I said, it's right on the flyers. We just want to know the truth.
Yeah, we don't know.
We're just in search for the truth.
We're not here saying we know. We're just like looking for it and hoping you guys could give us some feedback.
Right.
So.
That's absolutely true. But like I said, back to where we were going, or we're talking about, we know that we're going to have some haters. We know that some people are definitely going to disagree with the things that we say. Like we said at the beginning of the show, and like we keep saying, we're not trying to tee anybody off.
Yes.
We really want to, just open people's mind to these kind of different things, because a lot of people don't think of these things that we're going to talk about. They don't. And we want to keep it real with everybody. We're going to tell them how we feel, what we feel, why we feel the way we do.
Yeah.
And we just want to keep it real.
Yeah.
Cold,
hard, ugly, beautiful, real.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whatever it is, man, we're gonna be some of the most sincere people you'll ever listen to. I really believe that.
Yeah.
We will.
I definitely feel, for all you audience out there listening, we're gonna lay it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna lay it out. Everything, we're just gonna put it on the table.
Yes.
For you to hear.
All our cards will be on the table.
Yeah.
Open hand.
Basically, if you're going to tune in and listen to all of our sessions, our shows, you're going to know who we are.
Yes.
You are going to know us.
Yeah. You're going to know us so well. Yeah. It's going to be like creepy. Like, whoa, you're like,
Yeah, you're going to know who we are.
Yeah.
And to me, actually, Tyler, to me, that's I want people to know. I want people to know who I am. I don't want to be fake. Like I said, I want to be genuine with everybody. I want to lay it out there. I'll tell them this is how I feel. This is my beliefs. And I want people, like I said, if you have an issue with it, come talk to me.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I want people to know.
Yeah, I do. No, I completely support that. that's what this is all about. So,
yeah.
Jeez. Great. I'm already feeling it.
Yeah.
Feeling it, guys.
Feeling good about this.
By the way, I already talked about the, here is one thing I want to also address. Hey, I wanted to address that on the flyer, it says till 12. It's actually till 11. We got to be out of here by 12. That was a misprint. We'll probably put up a bunch of flyers that still have that 12 o'clock thing, but the show itself is from 9 to 11. So
yeah, you'll still know.
That's the time that we're going to be here. So
yeah. But 2 hours is definitely good enough.
Yeah, I feel like that's enough. We don't need 3 hours.
We don't
Jeez.
need
We're going to get burned out for 3 hours.
Yeah. That's as much as you guys are going to be able to handle.
I know, right?
But other than that, it's definitely, I'm really excited, about, I'm just going to talk about the show. I'm really excited of where we're going to take this. And I feel, all you audience members out there who really, like I said, who are seeking the truth or just, want to try to discover new ideas, think new ways, I definitely think you are going to appreciate this show.
Absolutely.
You're going to want to tune in every single Wednesday to learn something new, because you're going to learn.
I know. And you could even say your own opinions and come in, we can interview you. You could be on air, and say who you are too. I mean, I just could not imagine, who would not find this interesting?
Right.
If you have if you know who you are at all or still figuring it out or whatever, I just couldn't. I mean, the subjects that we're going to be covering cover all academics. You know what I mean? It's going to be going everywhere, from arts to in main hall and then the science hall, everything. I'm going to put this stuff up everywhere, and this is going to apply to everybody. I mean, it's such a diverse conversation. It's such a real conversation that it strikes at the core of all of us. It strikes at the core of humanity. You know what I mean?
Right.
The essence of everything that we all are. So, I just really feel good about this, and I really hope you guys, get involved, and it would look good for the station. I really feel like this is going to pick up the station. I know. I'll be honest. I talked to a lot of people who don't know about WGLZ, never listened to it, have no interest in it. Right. And I'm not bad-mouthing the station. That's just what it is.
It is.
You know what I mean? Not a lot of people are interested in it. But I really feel like this is going to pick us up. You know what I mean? This kind of stuff is going to create a niche and for people to get out a lot of things that they think about and stuff. So.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. And like you just said, not a lot of people do not know about this station.
Yeah.
I've talked to a lot of people that go to this campus, and they're just like, "Wait, WGLZ? Wait, is that our station?" And it's kind of we have a radio station, blah blah.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel that this is going to be something big. This is going to. I feel, like I said, if you enjoy, no matter what major you are,
exactly.
If you enjoy learning things,
yes,
in general,
yes,
you're going to want to tune in.
Exactly.
If you're one of those people who read the newspaper and watch the news every day, this is a show you're going to want to listen to.
Yeah.
Because you're going to learn. You're going to learn.
If you're one of those people that are standing in awe, thinking in biology, wow, it's incredible how these cells have this inherent ability to know what to do, you're going to want to tune in. You know what I mean? If you're into sociology and you're wondering how why people are into psychology or anything, any academic you're in, you're going to want to tune in, guys.
Absolutely. And like I said, this goes on beyond even beyond college kids. This is for anybody, really.
Anybody out there.
Anybody.
I just thought that too. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a teacher. If somebody out there is listening, or around West Liberty, or whoever picks up our signal, like I said, we can't put you guys on the air until we get that delay. But if you guys ever would want to come in and sit down, we're more than willing to do that with you guys. So anybody out there who's listening, I'm sorry, I'm not ignoring the rest of the West Liberty radius or audience, but I mean we're definitely open for you guys too. So
yeah. So this would be a great thing.
It's that time again. We're at the bottom of the hour.
But
once again, you are listening to 91.5 WGLZ.
You're listening to the new 91.5 WGLZ, West Liberty, West Virginia.
Sassy!
Today's episode, Bobcat in the Cave.
Oh, nuts! There's a bobcat in this cave! Save us, Sassy! You will, but first you'd like to stress the importance of cat adoption? Over 5 million cats go into animal shelters every year and they need to be adopted? Help us, Sassy! why bother? We'll just get into more trouble tomorrow?
Sassy is brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org. Remember, adopt.
Are ye plagued by foreclosure? Well, here at Jim Ladd and Matey, we can stop your foreclosure now. We're a mortgage rescue company, and for the small fee of everything you hold dear, we will negotiate with your lender on your behalf. Call Jim Ladd and Matey at 1-800-YAR-YAR. That's 1-800-YAR-YAR-R.
If you're facing foreclosure, talk to the right people. Speak with HUD-approved housing counselors free of charge at 888-995-HOPE. Brought to you by NeighborWorks America and the Ad Council.
Victor Ray, this is Scorpion 23 traveling west on MSR. One Victor hit by IED at Chris. Mike Bravo, 310-737. This is small arms fire. Request QRF and benefit.
In war, there will always be casualties. And for our wounded warriors, coming home can sometimes be a battle in itself. Join us and send your message of support to our wounded warriors at USO.org. The USO, until everyone comes home.
You're listening to the new 91.5 WGLZ, West Liberty, West Virginia.
Yo, we are back.
We are definitely back.
You're listening to The Idea, Ninja Philosophical Radio Talk Show hosted by T. Rodgers and DJ B.A. We were just talking about, this is kind of our introductory night. This is our first segment, numero uno show. By the way, if you guys can't catch our show, it is every Wednesday night from 9 to 11. And we are also going to be putting the shows up on YouTube and up on Facebook and stuff like that. We'll probably create a Facebook page for stuff like that too. So be on the lookout for that. So if you miss these shows, you could always just watch them in your own time. So I think that'll generate more interest in the station and the show as a whole. So
that definitely will. And like we said, we can't do this without you guys.
Yeah.
You know, we need your support to keep the show going.
Yeah.
So definitely, go onto our Facebook or WGLZ Facebook page and definitely like it.
Yeah, like it. All the content's going to be there.
It's going to be there.
Twitter and everything right there. It's kind of like one of the awesome, right there, one-stop kind of thing. So
right.
I don't think you could stream live from that. I'm going to try to figure out something to where we could try to stream live or somehow connect it from there. But we'll figure out something to where hopefully like the like page is like the page where it's everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's like something. It's kind of like my job. I'll be honest with you guys. Like I'm the PR director. I gotta like try to promote that thing. So go like that. Darn it.
Yeah, definitely like that.
So
where we left off, if you're just tuning in, we were just talking about. Of course, we had the conversation of being a genuine person.
Yeah.
And getting real with each other. And we were talking about how this show is going to pertain to everybody. That
yes.
And
very diverse.
Very
the
diverse.
Core of all of humanity.
It is.
Yeah.
That sounds really, really big, but it is.
We address the deepest, most interesting questions you could possibly imagine.
Yes.
Or if you can't imagine them, we'll imagine them for you.
Basically, you are really you're really gonna have to when you listen to us. We would like to say, please be open-minded.
Yes.
Because we are going to say a lot of things that may offend.
Yeah.
But we don't really mean to offend.
We're not trying to hurt anyone's feelings.
Yeah, we're not trying to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
But there is going to be some things that it's going to be very, very controversial
and uncomfortable at times.
Yes.
Just want to warn you guys about that. So, just want to let you guys know, beforehand, before anyone freaks out.
Yeah.
What are you guys saying? Da, 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 da.
Exactly.
We're just looking for the truth, guys.
That's all we want.
We're crazy just like you.
But no, back to where we were talking about, how this is going to benefit everybody. I definitely feel that this is something, that's also not even going to benefit the students. This is going to benefit also some of the professors that go here.
Yeah.
Because think about it, we're actually, on this show, we're going to have professors come in here
yes.
and talk to us.
Yes.
And in a way, as you being students here at West Liberty on the campus, have you ever wondered, what is my professor like? What goes on?
Who are they?
Who are they?
Yeah.
Right. You're going to get a chance.
I know.
You're going to get a chance to
really
listen.
know who they
right.
are, too. Yeah.
And we're definitely, going to be nonstop. We're going to question them down. We're going to figure out who they are. We're going to break them down.
Yeah, we're going to break them down.
We're going to break them down.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
So you as a student, you're going to want. I'm just saying, trying to let everybody know this is why you need to listen.
I know. This is some hot stuff,
Yeah,
guys.
you're going to want to know what's going on with your professor. And just basically, have the ideas. Maybe you'll share some of the same ideas, your professor does, or maybe you'll dislike them. But whichever way, you're going to understand. By the end of the day, you're going to know a lot more than what you did about your professor.
Exactly.
So.
And think about it like this, guys. Then you could get a better grade on your exam. Because you'll know the way they think, man.
See, we're trying to help you guys,
man.
out.
I mean, why? It'd be like asinine not to tune into this. Like, what are you thinking? Why would you not? How dare you? It's crazy. Like, you got to do it.
You got to.
You got to. I know that's biased, but I stand by it.
I stand by it too.
Yeah,
completely, 100%.
100%.
Absolutely. But like we were saying, this. I feel that this show, like we were talking earlier, I feel this is definitely going to be something that's going to get pretty big.
Yeah.
Especially.
I feel like it will. I just can't. Go. I'm sorry. I'm excited.
I just feel, I know right now, all you listeners out there are people who are listening are only listening by radio.
Yeah.
But like I said, next week we will have the internet feed fixed.
Yeah.
So you can tell your friends that listening. All you listeners now can tell your friends, that aren't around the area to listen to us. They'll be able to listen to us online at WGLZradio.com. And it'll be a really convenience for everybody, because we know not a lot of people have radios. We know this, okay?
Yeah. We know it's kind of going out.
We know it's going out. All right, we're going to be real. Whenever you get in your car, you most likely play CDs or have your MP3 player.
Exactly.
We know this.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, honestly, dude, I can't remember the last time. I mean, I remember during the summer I was listening to Jack FM just because it was on at my work. But I mean, as far as me driving around, it's like I always want control, of what I'm listening to, or whatnot. I find that my favorite kind of radio is talk radio. You know what I mean? Like, it really gives, something to listen to. But if it's, usually music, I'm just like, I'll just listen to my music.
I can listen to music any day.
I know, exactly.
I can't listen to real people talk,
Yeah, I know.
about things like this.
Yeah.
So, that'll be, like I said, it'll be a very, very good benefit for you to be able to, even have your iPods, have your iPhones, they can get online. Bam! Stream us live.
Yeah.
And when you're in your car, you can't get the feed, you can't get us on the radio in your car, or even you're just sitting in your dorm and you're on your internet on Facebooking it up, Twittering it up. Oh, you know what? Hey, I can listen to them right on my computer. Bam! WGLZradio.com.
Yeah.
Stream us live. You can listen to us while you're reading a book or studying or whatever.
Yeah.
So I know we know it'll be a benefit for you. It'll be a benefit for us also, but it'll be a benefit for you to be able to stream us live, and we're definitely going to be able to let you have that kind of control.
Yeah.
So we're really hoping this is definitely going to get big.
Yeah. I really feel like it's going to be successful with just how diverse, and how much of an audience we have. I mean, really, anyone's our audience. Anyone.
Yeah, anybody.
I mean, it's not even restricted to age, man. I mean, I would love for I don't know, let's just say there's some kid out there, maybe in high school or middle school or something, who's going through something or thinking about kind of stuff like this or something who just happened to tuned in. We're appealing to everyone, guys. You know what I mean? We're basically, if you are a human, this talk show is for you.
It's definitely for you. You are going to want to tune into this.
Absolutely.
And the great beneficiary thing that I really like about this is not only are we restricted to the United States, we can go anywhere in the world.
Anybody? Oh, I forgot all that too.
Anywhere in the world.
Man, now you're making me say anybody out there, anywhere on Earth.
Right.
If you are a human, you have come to the right place.
Yeah.
Do not touch that dial. I would love for you guys to call in, too.
Yeah, I would love that.
Even if maybe we could figure out something, where we could kind of have you talk, or we'll figure out something. But I mean, if someone's calling in from international, that's pretty big.
Yeah,
so.
we will get your voice. We'll get your word out.
We'll get you guys heard. So we'll figure out something, guys. So. Even if we have to pre-record it or something.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll do what it takes.
Absolutely.
But that like I said, that is a very beneficiary thing that we're going to be able to do.
Yeah.
Is we're going to go through all the world, man. The entire world.
Yeah.
They're going to be able to hear us. They're going to be able to tune in on the website, stream us.
Oh.
Hey, we think we got a caller? Do we have a caller?
No. Somebody's messing with us. Yeah.
Pooh. Well, we thought we had a caller, but it's okay. If anybody actually wants to call, I mean, you still can. This is our very first show right now, you know, so we're not really going to get too in depth. But like I said, you know, if you like to leave us, you know, you can leave us a comment. They can leave comments on our
that's a good idea too.
WGLZ site.
On the Facebook page. Yeah, leave some comments, guys. If you have any, for instance, any topics you guys want us to discuss, you know, leave us some comments, like, you know, anything. I mean, really, this is open. This is so open. It's just so honest and open. So, I mean, really, we need you guys, you know. And to be honest, like, I just can't imagine who would not find this interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, who are you? But I know.
If you're listening to this right now and you're just going like, and you're seriously thinking right now, I'm not ever going to think about tuning back in. These guys are a bunch of losers. They don't know what they're talking about. I mean, I'm not going to say anything bad about you, but I can't.
You got to do some really deep soul searching.
Yeah, you should definitely rethink about a lot of things.
I'll pull the Obi-Wan Kenobi. You don't want to sell me anything. You want to go home and rethink your life.
Definitely. Because we're definitely going to talk about a lot of things that you're not going to want to miss. You know?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
There's just so much diversity with what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
It's not even like we're restricted to one subject. This is gonna pertain to your life.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, this is like something like, this is what college's all about, man. Like, it's really about having these kinds of, like, just really learning about the world and life in general. So, I mean, this is really, if you guys want a college experience, I mean, right here, man.
Yeah.
Right here.
So, you know, and even like we were saying, just for you, this is a show, like I said, you don't even have to just listen to it. You can actually interact with us.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, you got the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
You know, you can really, literally, you know, if you disagree or agree, you can really, like, call in. You know, you can comment. You know, you can Facebook on our Facebook page. There's so many ways that you can get a hold of us. Even if you go into our individual Facebook pages, you know,
check them out.
You can find us.
Like us on our music Facebook
yes,
pages.
Yes, please
too.
like us on our music page.
It'll make us seem a little bit cooler. We don't have a lot of likes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. We need you
we
guys.
We need more likes.
Yes. But you know, like we were saying, this is definitely something that's going to benefit you. So you have the best of both worlds. You honestly do. And that's anybody. Anybody that's listening, tuning in right now, anybody that's going to tune in later on, you are going to have the best of both worlds. There's not another station. There's not another talk show like
this.
this.
I can't think of one.
Yeah, I can't think of one either.
I know. I mean, I hear like some political things, you know, but I mean,
we're
to
not
the extent that we'll go.
Yeah. They're not going to go there.
Yeah, they're not going there.
They're not going there. And not even that, you know, there might even be political talk shows, but like I said, we're so diverse. We're not even focusing on political.
Yeah, I mean,
we're going so many other places than that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's just like a little branch of what we're doing, you know.
Right.
So.
Right. It's going to be great.
We've definitely really emphasized you guys need to tune in, you know.
Yeah.
So I really hope you guys will, you know. So we'll all really share who we are and come out changed people. We'll come out more of who we are at the end.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I definitely. This will be.
It'll fulfill you.
Yeah, it will. It will. It'll be such a learning experience. I guarantee you. If you'll
be so happy you did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. If I could take a picture or see you now, compared to by the end of our show or end of our season or whatever, you're going to be a changed person.
Oh yeah.
You're going to be a changed person.
Yeah, you are. Accept that now. Accept it.
Get ready to change.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Yeah.
Because this is about to be a real change.
Yeah. You're gonna really, you'll have a whole new way of looking at the world. You know.
Yeah.
Through another lens, or not even a lens at all, just through just your own honest eyes. You know. Sorry, I got a cold.
Fine.
I can't believe I got a cold, and it's only like September 7th. It's a joke.
Oh boy.
It's that time again, guys.
Yep.
This is our last commercial break. We got 15 minutes after that, or probably less than that. But so we'll probably just end with something, you know, deep, and then just call it a night. So
do not touch that dial.
Don't touch it, guys.
Do not think about going.
Don't even think about it.
Nope.
Here we go. Listen to 91.5 WGLZ.
You're listening to the new 91.5 WGLZ, West Liberty, West Virginia.
Wow, yeah, since the storm, it's been crazy busy for us. We got all kinds of office desks coming in. Here's a fancy one right here. It's missing a leg, but that's all right. Whatever. Washers and dryers from a laundromat. Oh, wow, and check this out. Another deep fryer. And I'm not sure what this doohickey is. Yeah, most businesses weren't ready for a storm like that, But our work's really piling up here at Roberts & Son Salvage.
What will become of your business after a disaster? Nearly 2/3 of businesses aren't prepared for an emergency, and 40% of businesses that experience a disaster never recover. Make an emergency plan now, before it's too late. For a free online tool that helps you develop an emergency plan to keep your business up and running should disaster strike, visit ready.gov/business. Brought to you by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the American Red Cross, and the Ad Council.
My name is Joe Thompson. I'm 29, and thanks to my college degree, I'm a systems analyst. And the college me would tell you,
I wouldn't be here without Big Brothers Big Sisters. My big brother believed in me, and to a 7-year-old,
that means a lot. My big brother's name is Phil, and Phil is the reason that this 7-year-old grows up to be a systems analyst.
Whether you donate money or time, you're helping Big Brothers Big Sisters help a child. Start something today at BigBrothersBigSisters.org. Brought to you by Big Brothers Big Sisters and the Ad Council.
Hello, car of teenagers. If you don't mind, I'm only going to broadcast this out of the speaker on the passenger side so we can talk in private. Okay, now that we're alone, what's with your friend's driving? Is he always this reckless? You should say something witty. Make a joke about the airbag or something. Hearses are funny, too. You could make a joke about hearses. Driver, just so you know, we're totally not talking about you. He suspects nothing.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and SpeakUpOrElse.com.
You're listening to the new 91.5 WGLZ, West Liberty, West Virginia.
And we're back, ladies and gents. This is the end of the segment for today. I know we have been a little redundant, repeating kind of stuff. It might get a little boring with how much we're emphasizing tune into this thing. But this is just kind of like our introduction day. So we're not getting into real any topics per se. So much. I mean, we're talking about being real and everything like that. But we're not going to get any controversial or juicy issues tonight. So we just really kind of wanted to lay our foundation before we start building our incredible city of ideas.
Right. We just wanted to let you know as an audience why we're here and
what we're doing, what we're about. Kind of just really establishing ourselves and saying what we're going to do and stuff. So it's going to be a really good semester, guys. I really feel good about this. We've already been getting a lot of good feedback from people. Mm-hmm. We've been promoting their classes and things like that. So and again, this is really open for everybody, anywhere, well, of course we're only available at some time, but it's really for everyone. So
yeah.
Excellent.
It'd be excellent.
But yeah, really, I've been thinking, I always call it like the staring into the abyss. You know what I mean? I remember it was my second semester, my first year. I started talking to my friend in Maryland, but it really was my second semester where, and this is something that I think people don't do enough of. It's hard, I'll admit it, because life is distracting. There's a lot of distractions, and I'm not just talking about your cell phone and your computer. I mean, even before that, there's there's always been so many distractions. And I think that, what I did changed me and helped me grow by isolating myself and really facing all of me, all the fears, all the insecurities. And I think that's something that people don't do enough of, that people don't really take their alone time and do nothing but think. Mm-hmm. And I'm not, I know that some people are really busy, because I know that's a very, I don't want to be arrogant and say just sit around and think about life all the time, because I know there are people out there that don't have time to do that. They really are very busy in providing and getting through school and stuff like that. So I'm not talking to you people, and I know you guys are intelligent. You're just really busy and stuff. But I'm just talking kind of the average Joe here. Just to take some time out of your day, or honestly, I would say take 1 or 2 weeks and really isolate yourself. I mean, I don't want to go as far as say as be antisocial, but I mean, really, face everything that you think, everything that you are, all the questions in your corner of your minds, all the insecurities and things like that. Really take some time to really face that stuff and you'll come out like knowing who you are and being happy with who you are so much more. And it will be hard. And I'm not fully through it myself. I know it's all downhill from here, but I mean, I'm still not done. Honestly, I don't know if I'll be done until I'm out of college. I think like college is like the time where I'm really going to transform from before college and after college.
Yeah.
And, I feel like it won't fully be closed until like probably after college. Well, my whole life really, but I mean, I feel like as far as the real abyss. So yeah, I think that I just want to encourage people, anyone out there, to really to face yourself, basically. I think I read a quote by Aristotle one time, like, thinking is the talking with one's soul, Like, so I think that people need to start talking to their soul a lot more, talking to, what, just the very thing that you are and the things that you hold sacred and that you value. So just want to, like, encourage that, you guys. So those are the kind of people that we want to, help out. And, it's going to be hard and stuff like that, but, I really feel like you'll come out feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
Because, face it, would you really want to go the rest of your life avoiding that? Or would you want to wait till your deathbed and then finally get on that? Like, or would you rather get that out now and then go through your life confident in yourself?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, really knowing who you are. And you're going to make an awesome impression on people, by knowing who you are. And that's, like, one of the key characteristics in leadership is knowing who you are. So,
right.
Just want to put that out there for all you home boys and girls out there in the world today.
Yep. This is what I believe we mean when we say, you will change by the end of this,
Yeah.
You'll really get a sense of, we want you to really get a sense of who you are, and be yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say, you're going to be completely knowing of yourself by the end of this, but you'll be closer.
Yeah.
You'll be a lot closer.
Yeah.
Especially if you can be open-minded about these topics that we're going to touch on.
Being open-minded is just being honest with yourself. Closed-mindedness is not being honest with yourself. Like, I stand by that completely. Like, if you're not open-minded, you're avoiding insecurities in your head, and that's what you're doing. And that's the truth. If you're open-minded, you are taking in all points of view of the world and trying to make sense of it with yourself, as opposed to just clinging to a preconceived identity. You gotta be honest with yourself, man. Like, and girl, like, you just face that stuff, get that out. Cause, like, I know I talked to my grandfather and I got real with him, and he told me, Tyler, when I was your age, I never thought about any of that stuff. I mean, I was bar fights, getting hookups and stuff like that. My grandfather's an alcoholic, so he was drinking a lot too. And he's like, not until I got to my late age, did I really start thinking about this kind of stuff. And, like, you're already on it, you're like mentally, I know he had some skills that I didn't have, but I mean, as far as like mental growth and open-mindedness and honesty, I feel like, really getting that heads up right now. I feel like I'll be so much more happier walking through life like that, you know what I mean? As opposed to waiting till I literally can't avoid it anymore. Right. Or die just completely avoiding it my whole life. So
yeah, I definitely think this is a big thing because, you're absolutely right. For our age right now,
yeah,
I don't want to say nobody is, but not a lot of people are actually doing what we're doing.
Yes.
Having these kind of conversations like this. This is definitely unique for our age.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You meet some real people, though. I met, like, I'm always surprised. I always think that we're so alone, but, there are a small minority of kids our age that really do go there and talk real. So, I mean, those are, like, awesome. That's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, whoa.
That is really cool.
Sorry. My cold's driving me nuts. But, yeah, guys, I don't know, any last words? We're kind of approaching the end. Again, sorry about like how redundant we've been, but we just this is our introduction, our foundation for the show. I promise you guys next time, next week, we're going to have a really good, juicy topic.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to dig into some pretty good stuff. So
it's going to get deep.
Yeah. It's not that deep right now, but I mean, you might be getting a little bored. I'm not going. I know how you are, like how people go, like, oh, they're just saying the same stuff. But really next week is like we're getting real. Like we're going there.
We're getting to the point.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the point next week. Yeah, we keep talking about it, but next week's the week.
Yeah.
Because then we got the streaming thing up, and then that's when people. I mean, I talked to people, from New Mexico and Maryland and stuff, like who are gonna tune in and stuff like that.
Nice.
Just trying to get people all across the country and stuff to really check this out. I think that they'll take a lot away from it as well. So next week is the week we're really going to start this baby off. So sorry about the redundancy and stuff like that, guys, but we do need to lay that foundation. Just kind of saying what we are, what we do, stuff like that, what we're about, and what we're planning to do this semester. So I don't know. You have any last words before we go?
Definitely stay tuned, please. Every Wednesday.
Yeah.
9 to 11.
9 to 11.
Do not miss this.
Do not miss it, guys. We chose this night because we knew tomorrow night's the party night.
Yeah,
so.
we know what you college kids do every Thirsty Thursdays. We know what goes on, so that's why we chose Wednesday night. We thought it would be the best night for this. So
yeah, it really felt like it would too. Like as far as like stuff going on, and the most busy radio day, kind of too. So
right.
Them, so so guys, really tune in. Every Wednesday from 9 to 11, and call in, come in, we'll interview you. You could be on air. That's pretty cool, just to even be on air.
Yeah.
So, just or hit us up on campus, come talk to us, or, just tell us what you think. Just be real with us. That's all. That's what this is all about, just being honest with yourself and being honest with us, and just we're all finally spilling our guts to each other is really what this is about. So,
yeah.
I guess we'll leave on that note, and... and we will see you guys, whoever's listening, next week, hopefully.
Yes.
Hopefully you guys survive that 2-hour talk of what we're all about. And we'll see you guys, hear you guys next week or whatever. So, and again, we'll be putting up our episodes on Facebook and stuff in case anyone misses it. So you can watch them at your own time. So, again, you are listening to 91.5 WGLZ.
You're listening to the new 91.5 WGLZ, West Liberty, West Virginia.